testified at the United States Congress. So to have somebody like that coming into this event, it tells you quite a lot. Fortunately for us this year, our special guest of honor is going to be the Minister for Finance, Honorable Akosua-Addo, who is also gracing the occasion. Not just him, the Chairman for Finance Committee of Ghana's Parliament, Honorable Boasiako, is joining us.
Okay.
The Majority Chief Whip, Honorable Roxanne Nelson, the Fiamapo, is also joining us. University of Cape Coast School of Business have come on board as our knowledge partners.
Okay.
We are still in conversation with different institutions who want to be part of us. The Ghana Association of Banks is part of our team.
I'll let you put that list of people coming together at some point because it's in September. And then when we touch base again, you give me the full list and then we can announce all of those who are coming. But finally, just a few seconds. I asked you a question before. Right. Yeah.
Yes, so for the person on the street or for anybody who primarily wants to understand what that is, it's a premium table within the African region where we are discussing regulation, investment opportunities, innovation, cybersecurity, compliance for digital assets.
That's simple.
That's where to find every knowledge that you want or seek when it comes to digital assets conversation.
Yeah, I've just broken this out very simple for me. Solomon Sadiq, thank you so much. It's a few months to September. I like to think we'll touch base again before the event day. But thank you so much, Peter. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, Sadiq. Still stay there tomorrow on the show. The World Cup fever is on and everyone is getting excited. Computana says the match shouldn't just be on the pitch. You can bring stadium experience home. This is the time to buy your crystal clear TVs, soundbars, home theaters, smartphones, laptops, projectors, and more at unbeatable prices. Remember, this isn't just a discount sale. It is a chance to win a 100 4K smart TV, cash, laptops, phones, and many other amazing prizes when you spend a 1,000 cedi or more. So rush to any Computana showroom. To shop online at computana.com, call 030-275-2020 or send them a message 0243143143. Computana Gold Rush Season, the ultimate football experience. Well, Agriculture Research Institute has revealed that farmers in the northern part of the country are not purchasing new improved variety seeds developed by the institute. The new seeds, which are drought resistant as well as pest and disease resistance, are still in stock. Speaking on the Super Morning Show as part of Joy Business Agribusiness Month, the director of the CSIR Savannah Agriculture Research Institute, Francis Kusi, said the farmers are complaining of the inability to sell old stock of harvested rice as a result of glut.
When we talk about CSIR, the Savannah Agricultural Research Institute, SARI, what are your functions? What's your mandate?
Okay. So thank you very much for this question and good morning to your service listeners and also to my management from Director General rather than to the entire staff of CSIR and especially to Savannah Agricultural Research Institute based in Nyankpala. Savannah Agricultural Research Institute is one of the 13 research institutes, as you mentioned, with a mandate to carry out agricultural research in northern part of the country, talk about the 5 regions in the country, to develop and introduce improved technologies that will enhance overall crop productivity and to improve the livelihood of the farmers. So basically, this is our mandate, and we do our research in both food crops and then fiber crops.
Okay.
In brief.
So talking about food crops, what are some of the crops under your research mandate?
So talking about the crops under our research mandate, right after taking this question, there is having listened to the earlier directors, there are some issues we need to. In fact, the Director of Crop Research had a discussion with me for me to clarify certain statements he made earlier.
Okay, please clarify them. Yes, please clarify them.
So the first point has to do with he made a statement that crop research has 300 crop varieties to their credit. And actually, he said he meant to say that when we take the national catalog for release varieties, we have a little over 300 crop varieties in there, and out of it, CSR made up, that is Savannah Agricultural Research and Crop Research, contributed 95% of this number in the national the seed catalog, which was published in 2019. And so it's not like all the 300 were released by Crop Research, but together with Savannah Agricultural Research, and said I should make that correction.
Okay.
Then, in addition to that, briefly, Kojo, sorry, I hope this one is not Kojo.
Winston is Winston, yes.
Great. They also made some important, submissions, which have some listed contribution to that, which I also would like to also make maybe along the line as we move along. But talking about the crops that we deal with at Savannah Agricultural Research Institute, we're talking about crops like sorghum, millet, rice, maize, cowpea, groundnut, soybean, bambara groundnut, pigeon pea, yam, cassava, sweet potato, puffer potato, cotton, and vegetables. And now we've added crops like funu and other underutilized crops.
Okay. So tell me, what are some of the Institute's most important innovations over the years?
So when we talk about Savannah Agricultural Research Institute, which as a crop, mainly agricultural-based research institute, most of our technologies that we have has to do with climate smart crop varieties that we have released over the years that are changing the narrative so far as agricultural productivity is concerned in northern Ghana and other parts of the country. So we have a good number of varieties that were strategically, bred to address key issues. And with time, maybe I can go into some specifics, some of the contributions we made in getting some of the varieties out. One of them, for that I can easily mention, has to do with 4 armyworm tolerant crop variety. Across the country, that's the only variety of maize that is tolerant to 4 armyworm that has come to stay with us as a nation. And many other traits that we carefully develop and release. We have also developed a rapid multiplication of yam seed technique, which within a space of time, we're able to turn yam seed in millions, as against the traditional way of from 1 tuber to maximum of 10 that the farmers do. From that, farmers tend to use about 40% of their annual harvest back into production. But with this technology, they can take everything to the market and then now rely on our technology to get, good quality planting materials. We have also developed biofertilizer that is, has shown to increase productivity of legumes, for instance, soybean, by 25% minimum, just by investing a minimum of 50 Ghana or maximum 60 Ghana cedis in that technology. This is our technology that we have developed in this to support legume production, soybean. We have also, okay.
Go ahead. You've also done what? I'm listening.
We have a good number of other technologies. For instance, when we talk of in the northern sector, one of the major constraints of our farmers years back has to do with a weed that we call in English witch weed. It's called striga. It's a witch weed because it's a whole specific parasitic weed that affected the productivity of the cereals, maize, millet, and then sorghum. Then when it comes to legumes, cowpea. So we have bred varieties that are resistant to these, these witch weeds. And for that matter, the farmers can go into production at anywhere suitable for these crops without having the fear of their effort being devastated by this rich wheat. We have all these varieties that we have developed. And more recently, the one and only GM product, the pod borer resistant Capi variety. A very serious, important pest that chemical farmers spend a lot of money spraying about 8 times within the cropping season. But with this variety, the farmers spray just twice and they're able to increase their productivity and get more from their sweat.
Okay.
We have a lot to talk about.
Sure, we'll get into all that. We'll get into the productivity bit. But on a lighter note, why do you call that weed which weed? I'm just curious.
The nature of its, attack, maybe that's why they are calling it witch, because it doesn't live on its own. Just like any other crop will develop roots and then tap its own natural resources. This will now come and live on the plant and then tap into the system of the crop and take all what it needs from the crop and eventually kill it. So if not a witch, who will do this?
Interesting.
So that's how come.
Okay. Now, I hear you talk about the only GM that is supposed to increase productivity and all of that. Let's get in there and focus on how you're helping the farmers address, low productivity, pest, diseases, and climate risk.
Great. So as I mentioned that our crop varieties that we develop, we have as our background the climate smartness that has to do with the ability of the crops to withstand drought, pests, diseases, and other constraints that fight against crop productivity, which to some extent has even reduced production itself, like in the acreages that the farmers do. And so we carefully select. We approach our research. We call it a farming system approach, where we go down to the farmers level. We analyze their program, identify the problem with them. So they will then point out that this is our production problems, constraints, so far as the climate factors are concerned. Then we come to our labs and then select and integrate the necessary genes to address the needs of the farmers. And most of the times we use the farmer preferred varieties that are susceptible to these conditions. And now we've adapted the latest of the technology using molecular breeding and other stuff that within a short time we're able to integrate and select and get it back to the farmer. So we take the variety back to the farmer and he doesn't see anything different from what he or she was used to. But then the difference is that now my crop is resistant to drought. It's resistant to pest. It's resistant to disease. And it's early maturing so that it can avoid the terminal drought the farmers experience. Like this year, for instance, the rain has started nicely in June. The fear is that after September, the rain may not continue. And so we have developed early maturing varieties that can, mature before the terminal drought.
Dr. Kusi, talking about these early maturing varieties that you've developed, but we have instances where farmers in northern Ghana, or in the Savannah regions, come out to us and they tell us of how the droughts are affecting their plants. And you talk about, weather-resistant varieties and all of that. So why are they complaining, or don't they get these varieties?
Very good question. Access to these improved varieties has been our major problem in the country. As you speak, maybe after this, discussion, you can send your reporter in Tamale to come to Sari right now to see the stocks of seeds that we have produced. Rice alone, we can count of 100 tons, that is 100,000 kilos of rice seeds sitting there. And nobody is coming to ask for rice seed.
Nobody is coming to ask for it.
Yeah, the nation keep importing.
But hold on, Dr. Kusi, first of all, do they know that you have these seeds?
They know. They know we have these seeds. Some of them, to some extent, they know because we have done a lot of demonstrations and sensitization that they know. The seed companies that are supposed to pick these seeds are seeds, foundation seeds. So the seed companies that are supposed to pick and turn them to certified seed for the farmers to access those seeds. The seed companies this year are not coming to buy the seeds because the seeds that they produce are still in their warehouses. They are not being paid because the farmers are also complaining that their grains are also sitting there and no market for it. We have a work in Tumu area went there last week. And one farmer told us that from his household alone, they can load 2 articulated trucks of maize, but nobody is coming to buy the maize. So the farmers, they know the potentials of our varieties, but some of these constraints limit them to access. So what they tend to do is to recycle their seeds. Because why should they come and spend money to buy seeds at higher than what they have?
But you're talking about the fact that you say that we have these seeds, and yes, we are importing. We import the seeds, the rice seeds, when you have them readily available.
Yeah, so the importation mainly has to do with the maize seeds that we have data to prove the quantum of maize seeds that are imported in seed. Meanwhile, we have developed varieties that are doing comparatively better than what they will bring into the country.
Desde Gatos Güeros, municipio de Linares de Nuevo León, el gigante de la batería, el pequeño gigante de la batería, Gustavo Guerrero, súmase vaquero. Ya se reventó el columpio, donde ya se columpiaban, se le acabaron los gustos. A la joven que yo amaba, bienvenido, rápido, usa Navidad componiéndose el vestido, arreglándose el peinado, le sigue el pavido, navido y el cordón de churumbe.
Hola, buenos días, damas y caballeros, y un saludo especial a nuestros hermanos y hermanas mexicanos que ayer nos llenaron de orgullo. If you don't understand Spanish, I'm sorry, I cannot translate because I have to talk to my Mexican people. They have done us so proud. Yesterday, we witnessed the first match for the World Cup season. It was between our Mexican brothers and the other country. For the other country, we cannot wait to see you go back home. Tell me, you need to go back home. Okay? You need to go back home. So that's what I have for our Mexican brothers and sisters this morning. But yeah, we're excited. 2-0, we are excited. I'm sure you're excited as well. I'm even more excited about the World Cup, especially because of the opening, ceremony. It was colorful. It was beautiful. The Mexicans owned the opening ceremony yesterday. It was beautiful. And I'm also very proud of Africa because Burna Boy performed at the opening ceremony representing Africa. He performed alongside Shakira. They have a song, an official FIFA World Cup song. And, they performed together. That's the performance you're seeing on your screens right now. It was beautiful. I'm sure you'll agree with me. So yeah, congratulations to us Africans. It's a big win for Africa, the African continent. And yeah, we are excited about it. But anyway, away from the World Cup, this week, a lot of controversy, characterized our week, especially when it comes to the showbiz industry. From the movie industry to the music industry, I have all the tea for you. Let's begin with the movie industry and talk about Nane Akufo-Addo. I'm sure most of you do not know who she is, but yeah, let me tell you who she is. She is a socialite, a big red carpet, fashion person. Her fashion sense undoubtedly is one of the best on the African continent. And I don't know what she started as, but I think she's always been, this socialite, this, fashion person. The dress you're seeing on your screens was what she wore at this year's AMVCA held in Nigeria. It was adjudged one of the best dressed on the red carpet. And really, if you know her brand, then you should know it's not new. It's not news, she's known for that. And then there's also the fact that the Ghana Movie Awards happened over the weekend. That's last weekend. Fenyama put together a beautiful, event that saw a lot of our Nigerian brothers also come in. I know that this Blood Sisters actor, I'm forgetting his name, Deyemi, was in Ghana, as well as the guy who played Akin in the Blood Sisters movie, Netflix's Blood Sisters series. He was also in Ghana. Beautiful performance. Yvonne Nelson, for a long time, we've not seen her grace, events. We've not seen her rock the red carpet. Just this past weekend, she did in a beautiful ensemble. That's what you're seeing on your screens. Red, embellished with some crystals and what have you. Beautiful. I saw the pictures. First of all, I was surprised because, like I said, it's been a while. She graced, events, or I've seen her post pictures from a red carpet ceremony and all of that. So that also happened. And we thought, DMA weekend, big weekend, the event was widely successful. We're thinking that people would, just post your pictures and that would be all. Or apparently not. Nane Akufo-Addo put up a post on Instagram, and let's have that post on our screen so I can share with you exactly what she had to say. So she basically criticized Yvonne Nelson for criticizing the red carpet fashion here in Ghana some years ago. So in 2017, Yvonne had put, I think this was in the moment where the movie industry was not doing too well. And a lot of people focused more on fashion, especially with the actress and actors. They focused on the fashion more than the ailing or failing industry. And so she criticized that. And that was 2017. So Nane Akufo-Addo pulled that article up and said, interesting how perspectives evolve. On the 24th July 2017, criticisms were directed at me, red carpet fashion, and the effort creatives invested in slaying and making bold statements on the carpet. It was framed as vanity, unnecessary attention-seeking, and misplaced priorities. Fast forward to today, and we see the very same glamour being embraced, luxurious fashion, polished beauty, chauffeured arrivals, paparazzi moments, and intentional red carpet presence. So I ask, what changed? When I boldly chose to show up differently, I wasn't just dressing up. I was creating visibility for Ghanaian fashion, stylists, designers, makeup artists, photographers, creative directors, glam teams, and the broader creative and tourism economy. I understood, long before many did, that the red carpet was more than appearances. It was business, branding, storytelling, economic opportunity, and job creation for young creatives. Why was it dismissed then, only to be embraced now? Was it misunderstood? Was it easier to criticize someone else's moment? Or perhaps the value simply wasn't yet recognized? And there's a lot she said. There's a lot more she said. But basically, she I guess she was also surprised that Yvonne Nelson, after criticizing, now she claims her in 2017, can now dress up, look glamorous, and go on, the red carpet, take pictures and post. And a lot of people saw that post and felt, well, I mean, that's a little bit unnecessary. This is not my opinion. This is what a lot of the comments under her post. A lot of people came for her under her post. She's deleted the post. But, people were like, come on, that was 2017. And 2017, 2026, obviously more than a decade. So how are you, criticizing someone for what they said? And again, whatever Yvonne said in 2017 was in context to that moment or that time where obviously the movie industry wasn't doing that well. And in 2017, a lot of people posted pictures of Nana Akufo-Addo in 2017, her fashion at the time, trying to, troll her, but I'm not going to involve myself in that because that was 2017. The fashion in 2017 was the fashion of 2017. In 2026, we're seeing the fashion today. I'm sure in 10 years to come, we're going to look at our pictures from today and go like, what were we wearing? Because times change, you know what I mean? So one of the people that criticized Nana Akufo-Addo for what she also had to post was Amake Abeprese. She's a veteran actress. I'm sure you've seen her in many of our, dear Ghanaian movies, but she had a lot to say. Let's listen to her.
Now, most people would think this is beef, this is inciting, something that really is not necessary. And I have to say I agree, because I'm literally just thinking, this is how I'm thinking about it. So just imagine, I think Ghana Movie Awards just happened, and I think Nana Akufo-Addo was given an award. I don't know what for yet, so congratulations to her. But Yvonne Nelson was also there. Beautiful room. I think a bunch of people came out from Ghana, Nigeria film industry to highlight that and to celebrate. And to kind of end that, where it's like I'm thinking of Yvonne Nelson now, right? Mother. She owns her school, she's, film producer, whatever. And, Yvonne doesn't talk much, as far as I know, at least about fashion stuff, she hasn't said anything. And Nana Akufo-Addo literally goes on her social media to bring back something from 2017, which I have to add, I don't think Yvonne Nelson ever mentioned any names. We've all grown, we've all elevated from where a lot of us were. And the truth is, not every actor cares about red carpet. And some people do. So I think that this is really unfortunate. And I think for someone like Nana Akufo-Addo to really just come and go and bring an article from something Yvonne Nelson said, highlighting it. Yvonne is there minding her business. Auntie, she's there minding her business. And I think for me, what I look at it is like, it just throws a negative light on something that should have been so positive, right? And whether you like it or not, Nana Akufo-Addo, and I'm speaking to you, people are gonna look at that as this is a jab at your fellow female actor. They're going to look at it as this is negative on the Ghanaian celebrity culture as a whole. Like, how as two queens in your own right gonna highlight something from such a long time ago?
All right, so that was Amake Abeprese. I don't know what to think of what she said, but I think I agree a little bit. I felt like it was a big night. Nana Akufo-Addo actually won an award, something laureate, GMA laureate award. I think it's for her fashion. She wore a beautiful, green leafy dress as well. She represented well on the red carpet. The night was beautiful. A lot of people won awards. I felt like we could have celebrated that moment and just moved on. But again, if she felt like in 2017 or whatever Yvonne Nelson had to say was directed at her, and she feels like she needs to respond, and that would bring her peace or make her be at peace, I mean, she has to do whatever that rocks her boat, and I guess that's what she did. But anywho, let's move away from that and bring you some more exciting stories right here. So in 2014, October 2014, Sarkodie and Shatta Wale released a song, Club Banger, big tune, everywhere, everyone loved it. It's called Mejiwo Girl, in case you have never heard that song before. Listen.
Q beats, let's go. Get it in the hoodies that was shot so. Onim sama Jimmy do what part so. Remember so the penti was samba so chene hu chene passionum wa pampa so. Bella Roma gesh and sheshe. Me yet my boy implementation. Sika keke na bo par bana beje dollar na forget it because of faith. Remember what cash. Then me feeling the bobo in your nyash. The machine I'm feeling what gas. So go be sit down bana beje corridors. And then me na collect on get. Me man na one me man na dey na come square. Oh yeah, be my pick music so eh you time me Shatta beje will get.
Never can take a gram, oh yeah, Mejiwo Girl. So me need to come for me, they miss what Mejiwo Girl.
So that was Mejiwo Girl by Sarkodie and Shatta Wale. It's been 12 years. These two decided to give us a banger and not shoot a music video. And a lot of people, you know, didn't like that idea because the song was doing well. Radio stations were playing it. You go to events, they're playing it. People love it. When they perform it, you know, at an event, the crowd goes crazy. And so for a long time, a lot of people were wondering, why have these two gentlemen not shot a music video for this song? And apparently, it's one of the things that frustrated Sarkodie. He had an interview with Adeshokpe Shopsy. He is like a, how do I even say this? An Afrobeat connoisseur or an Afrobeat ambassador for Africa. Had a conversation with Sarkodie and they talked about how come they never shot that video, and also their current relationship, the current brotherhood was seen between the two. Is it a fluke or is it something that has always existed? Well, Sarkodie has been sharing that with us.
I think me and Wale, we have had this for a very long time. One thing I don't do in my life is to try to be friends with people. I don't. It has to be very, very organic. Friendship. Business we can do. I could do business with Wale and not necessarily have to be friends or talk back to back. But we actually have a great time when we hang out. And I see somebody who's extremely sincere. Even when I know he's wrong, he stands by it. You know, that's what he believes in.
He believes in it.
I don't agree with it, but he believes in it, and that's what he thinks, and he's going to say it. It comes as a shock compared to someone like me
because of your demeanor.
Yeah, my demeanor is different. You know, when I think I want to say something, I might do something about it. Might not say it, but I will do something about it. But he would say it. So we used to talk way back. I said, go and say it and I'll do it. Like, if somebody's messing up, I'll text him. You know me, if I go and say it's a problem. But you can say it and get away with it. So go and say it and then I'll do the talking with the person. Because I like to sit down with people. He doesn't have the time to call you to sit down. He's going to blast you. And later, if you have to talk, then you talk. That has been him since. From time. And we were having a conversation yesterday. I think anything that happened between me and Shatta Wale, now, when I reflect back to it, it was me wanting us to do something. We weren't able to do it. I got frustrated. It's not because of how he is. It's what we were supposed to do. So when now we're doing it, now, listen, even if you insult my mom, my dad.
You know how to handle it. So Shatta cannot come out and say, hey, Sarkodie.
No, you can't.
You won't be angry anymore.
No, but if you play back, I was never angry at what he has said something. Play back. Go back to advice. Even the song I did, it was never, you said this about me, you did this, and no, it wasn't about that. It was the fact that we were having conversations about, let's say, even shooting Mejiwo Girl, which we never had a video. That frustrates me.
Can you imagine?
These are the things that I frustrate. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. That's my problem. So that's what frustrates me. It's not about what he's saying. That one, listen, Shatta Wale will tell you that his biggest fan of not the music, that side of him that people talk about is me.
Because he entertains you.
I go on TikTok And he's seriously, because I know he's not serious. He's not. Shatta will insult you shopsy tomorrow. Yes. And it's not serious. But the way his face will look, you take it very personal. So I'll laugh and record the video.
I'll send it to you.
So biggest fan of his freestyles. He used to do a lot of freestyles. We had a show called WhatsApp.
On radio.
No, WhatsApp, yes. So the same radio guy took that one on the streets.
Made it a show.
A show. There was a WhatsApp TV, WhatsApp something. We used to meet and freestyling. So I've always really loved Shatta Wale's creative work. So it's nothing like
the kind of Shatta and Sak fans here. It's amazing. Especially the backroom, crew members. I was trying to fade out the story so I can bring you some of that. They're like, no, let it play. But anyway, that was Sak Kojo, sharing with us the state of his relationship. Over the years, a lot of people have suggested that these musicians, Stone Boys, Sak Kojo, Shatta Wale, they're politicians. They play with our minds, They'll come out and pretend they're beefing, but, behind closed doors, they are the best of friends. And I think Sak Kojo has proved that to us through what he had to say. Because if Shatta Wale can be on the phone with Sak Kojo for 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, gisting, but can come out and say, Sak Kojo be John Boy, Sak Kojo be this. I mean, over the years, they have beefed. In fact, Sak Kojo recorded a song called Advice. A lot of people believe it was a diss track targeted at Shatta Wale, because during that time, Shatta had a lot to say about Sak Kojo on Twitter. And so for me to hear him say that, or is it perhaps growth that has happened to both of them? Maybe they've gotten to understand each other better. And so, they're navigating your relationship from a better perspective. I don't know. You at home, what do you think? You tell me. But like I said, after 12 years, these two have collaborated on another joint. And this week, Sak Kojo posted a teaser of the music video and promised us that yesterday at 9 p.m., they would be releasing the music video. And so yesterday, I did not sleep. I made sure to listen because I had to listen, soak in the song, have my own personal opinions about it so I can come and tell you what I think about it. And look, it's a vibe. Aside from the fact that it's a very PG-18 song, it's a beautiful, vibey song. It's something you can listen to in the club. It's something you can listen to at an event, listen to on the radio. Well, the radio, they have to play the clean version. But here is Everlasting, Sak Kojo featuring Shatta Wale after 12 years. It's a beautiful spectacle. Watch.
Like your life depends on it. Right, the Wukumi, I won't yet bonnet. If you go mono, yes, on your like when you touch me, what time is I'm sorry. So many girls, but I want you. In himself, but I want to. People who swam on my phone to. Start with one part, then I'm on to the next one. Go low. Sure, they be screaming like, oh no. Me, I will train call it slow mo. Me for waiting, me promo. It be like you don't know. Nobody hot like this. Now me come my boss of 4, 5, 6. I come and stop my make I talk my shit. Bend down like this, down to me like Chinese. Make I shoot like police. My baby, yeah, baka. Bombastic, fantastic, elastic, everlasting. Bombastic, fantastic, elastic, everlasting. Show me your biggie bakasi. We be the life for the party. Ryan Gucci Kawasaki, na brabeje kakribi for all the shaxi. Doggy boy na brabeje dollar. Una keshi you are rolling with the baller. Make you meet me for the corner. I'm ready to do anything that you want. Again, you mow your sack. Shatta, sharp, enya kasa, boye me lunch. Sapa, I go die for your matter. Brabeje Balenciaga. Boy, the set and go siaga. Brana yen kunko diasa. DJ Bombi Kwesiata and Sana Deasa. Bend down like this, down to me like Chinese. Make I shoot like police. My baby, yeah, baka.
I love it. I love the song. Why are you saying, hey, Noella? Why? I can't love this songs like this. I love the song. I love the visuals even better. I mean, because this guy, he keeps reinventing himself. He's refusing to grow. And this collaboration, I think, is timely. It's beautiful. Both have huge fan bases. Collaborating together on a joint like this, I can only smell money. Loads of money. Loads of money. And so congratulations to both of them. This Friday, today is Friday, coincidentally. And so we're definitely going to be clubbing with Everlasting by Sarkodie and Shatawale. And that's it for E-Corner. I'm hoping you have enjoyed yourself thoroughly. I mean, Emefa held the fort since morning. Okay. I wanted to, throw back to Emefa, but she says no, I should wrap up beautifully. And so, yeah, we're wrapping up. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. Next week, Friday, I'll be back right here, seated, bringing you loads of fun. Bye-bye.
To me like Chinese, make I shoot like police. My baby, yeah, baka. Bombastic, fantastic, elastic, everlasting. Bombastic, fantastic, elastic, everlasting. Show me your biggie bakasi. We be the life for the party. Ryan Gucci Kawasaki, na brabeje kakribi for all the shaxi. Doggy will point in a brabeje dollar. Una keshi, you are rolling with the baller. Make you meet me for the corner. I'm ready to do anything that you want. Again, you move your sack. Shatter, sharp, and yakasa, boya me lunch, supper. I go die for your matter. Brabeje Balenciaga, boy the set and go siaga. Branda yen kunku diasa, DJ bombi kwesiata and sana diasa. Bend down like this, bow to me like Chinese. Make I shoot like police, my baby, yeah, baka.